Imagine living in a very peaceful neighborhood where you and your friends play outside and your families gather for meals. But one day that peace is shattered. Explosions, fear, and the world around you changes in a way you have never expected. This is what exactly happened in West Asia 1 year ago. It started on October 7, 2023, when Hamas, a group based in Gaza, launched a sudden and deadly attack on Israel.
On October 7, 2023, the world's eyes were on the Middle East as Hamas terrorists attacked Israel.
The attack led to a terrible war, and now, 1 year later, the world is still feeling its effects. Thousands of lives have been lost, families have been torn apart, the cities of Gaza have been completely destroyed, and many people have been killed or hurt. The world has watched as Israel retaliated against the Hamas, trying to stop more attacks, but the price has been very high. In Israel, the government led by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu promised to remove Hamas completely. They said that they would do whatever it takes to protect their country from more attacks. But the fighting has also affected other places like Lebanon, Yemen, where other groups have also been involved in the conflict. These groups, like Hezbollah in Lebanon, have also attacked Israel. Israel responded by striking back, and the war spread into the other parts of the region. In nearly Arab countries like Saudi Arabia and United Arab Emirates, leaders wanted peace in their region, but they also know that many people in their countries support Palestinians. They also believe that the Palestinians deserve their own country, and this war has made people talk more about that. Countries like Saudi Arabia are trying to find a way to have both peace with Israel and fairness for the Palestinians, but it is a very difficult balance. The United States, one of Israel's strongest allies, has tried to keep the situation under control. They have given Israel support, but they have also asked them to be very careful and not make the situation worse. But peace has been hard to find. In Europe, countries are also worried. Some have even suggested punishing Israel with sanctions because they feel that the violence has gone too far. However, many countries in the West still support Israel's right to defend itself. Now you might be wondering, how does it affect India? India has strong ties with both Israel and the Arab world. Prime Minister Modi has expressed support for Israel's fight against terrorism, but at the same time, India believes in peace and the idea that both Israel and Palestinian should have their own countries. India has to be carefully balance its relationships. It doesn't want to lose the trust of Israel, but it also wants to be friends with the Arab countries. This war makes that balance very hard. Also, India has big plans to connect with Middle East and Europe through trade and transport. If this war continues, then it could slow down those plans. This actually might affect India's economy in the long run. This war is not just about Israel and Hamas. It is part of a much bigger problem. Many countries in the region are involved directly or indirectly. Iran has supported groups like Hezbollah, and they also launched attacks on Israel. The fighting in West Asia affects the whole world. It disrupts trade, it makes people unsafe, it creates a lot of tension between countries. If peace doesn't come soon, it could lead to even more wars in the region. But there is still hope. Leaders around the world are still talking about peace. Many people believe that the key to peace is giving Palestinians their own state and Israel's right to live without the fear of attacks. As the war continues, countries like India will play an important role in trying to bring peace. India's position as a friend to both the sides gives it very special opportunity to help the world move towards peace. Peace is actually possible. It takes courage, patience, and the willingness to listen to both the sides. As we look ahead, let's hope that one day children in Gaza and Israel will be able to play freely again without the feel of war. And this countries like India will help bring peace to all.